took so long?
I couldn't find any rhubarb pie. I had to ask the clerk to go to the back to look, but I forgot the last one.
You know we could have survived without the rhubarb pie.
No, we couldn't.
I mean, who even eats that stuff?
My family does.
Okay, then.
I swear, there wouldn't be any holidays if it weren't for us women.
What?
Seriously, I mean, we're the ones who make sure anything happens. If it was left to men, they'd fill their time with work and never get anything done.
All right.
You know I'm right.
You know you're beautiful when you gloat, right?
Oh, only when I gloat, huh?
Especially when you gloat. And when you smile. And when you're mad.
Okay, so when am I not beautiful then?
Only when I can't see you.
I got the call at 5 a.m. They found his body in a car on the side of the road. He had been shot 6 times.
It's okay. Take your time.
I still don't know who did it. I thought saying goodbye at the funeral would give me some sort of closure, but knowing they're out there walking free haunts you.
I still have no idea who murdered my Jimmy. Or why. I'm still terrified to be alone. I have trouble sleeping most nights.
I know. But what if they decide to come after me?
That's not gonna happen, sweetie. I know it's scary, but you're gonna be okay.
I don't think I'll ever be okay. Even if they catch the monster who did this.
Knowing that the person who killed your loved one has been brought to justice can help, but still might not bring that closure. If any of that's happened to anybody here, would they be comfortable sharing their experience?
My name's Ethan. This is my first meeting. My daughter Danielle was murdered last summer by my ex-wife's boyfriend.
I'm so sorry. How old was she?
She was 10. I don't just know who did this to her. I actually spent time with this person. I sat next to him at her last birthday party. And it's surreal. You just don't know who people really are. What they're truly capable of.
Thank you for sharing that, Ethan. I know that wasn't easy.
So what do you recommend, Dr. Gregory? I mean, like, how do we get closure?
Some people find that establishing a memorial in their loved one's memory can help. Spending time working for a worthy cause. Others find comfort in their religion. Does anyone else have anything that they've done to help find closure?
We planted a tree in our backyard in our son's honor, and it helps to look at it some days and know that life can continue in some small way.
That's nice. I really like that. Anyone else?
May I say something?
Sure. Everyone, this is Savannah. She's a criminology student. She asked to join our session today so she can help better understand the impact that murder has on a victim's family. Go ahead, Savannah.
First, I just want to say how sorry I am for all of your losses. I can't imagine what you all have lived through. I'm just curious, do any of you think that you could find closure for your loved one's death by forgiving the person responsible?
You have a lot of nerve.
How can you forgive something like that?
I'm sorry,
I don't know what they're teaching you in college nowadays, but let me enlighten you, sweetie. Something of this magnitude is not absolvable.
I'm sure Savannah wasn't suggesting that we absolve them of guilt. I think what she was saying is that there's some sort of emotional benefit from forgiving the person that harmed your loved one. Right, Savannah?
How would one do that, Dr. Gregory?
Well, it can be as simple as writing it down or saying it out loud. Just getting the words out there can be powerful.
Please.
Don't get me wrong, it wouldn't be easy, but I know people who have shown significant healing by being able to do that.
Have you forgiven the man who killed your wife?
No, that would be difficult since he died in the accident as well. But I found closure in other ways.
What kind of ways?
Well. Looks like happy hour has officially begun.
Yeah, like 2 hours ago.
You started without me? To think we could have shared this moment together.
Come on, man. You know I like to unwind alone?
More like unravel, but okay.
Please. We're off the clock. No psychoanalysis.
All right, fair enough. Oh, tell me, how was the support group?
Oh, you know, it was great. Everybody got their feelings out there, and at the end, we all hugged it out.
Wow, that bad, huh?
What do you think?
Well, I mean, I told you it was a bad idea, so.
Actually, no, you didn't. You said you supported me when I brought up the whole idea of the group.
No, I said I support you. I just don't think you're ready for something like this yet.
Not ready for it. Man, she died 2 years ago. How much more time do I need?
Long enough for you to survive a session without needing to self-medicate.
Really? You're just as much of a drunk as I am.
That's exactly my point. I don't need another reason to drink. I mean, you don't see me starting a support group for people with attachment disorders, do you?
You mean daddy issues?
You know I hate when you say that.
I know.
Yeah, okay. Whatever, man. I gotta get going.
Hot date tonight?
As a matter of fact, I do, with a 20-pound beagle named Lucy.
Well, give her my love.
That I will. Hey, do you need me to call you an Uber?
No, I'm good, man.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, have a good weekend.
Yep. See you Monday.
See you Monday.
Oh, great.
Good evening, sir. You know why I pulled you over?
Isn't that your job to tell me?
You're driving pretty recklessly back there. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I was swerving to miss a cat.
Well, it looked like you was trying to miss about 20 of them. Sir, have you been drinking?
They find these guys. Yeah, I've been drinking since I was about 18, or 21, whatever the age is.
All right, sir, I'm gonna need you to step out of the vehicle.
Come on, are we really doing this right now?
Yes, step out of the car now.
Oh, real pushy this evening, I see. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, don't be so dramatic.
You have the right to remain silent.
What's this?
It's your home for the night.
You guys supposed to like fingerprint me and stuff?
We'll book you in the morning once you've sobered up, Mr. Gregory.
Doctor Gregory, actually. What about my phone call?
How you feeling, Doc?
What do you think?
Come with me.
Mr. Gregory, you've been charged with operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of alcohol. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
You've also been charged with assaulting a police officer. How do you plead?
I don't really
Mr.
remember.
Gregory, this is an arraignment. It's not a trial. I simply need to know how you plead. Counsel?
I want you to plead no contest.
No contest, Your Honor.
Okay. We will review the police camera video and reconvene for sentencing. For the DUI charge, the court sentences you to 60 days in county jail, or you can pay a fine in the amount of $2,500. If you choose to pay the fine, you must do so before the 10th of September, or you will be required to serve this sentence. The court urges you to address any issue you may have with alcohol consumption. Mr. Gregory, this behavior will not be tolerated by the state. It's completely unacceptable.
Wait a second, I thought I was free to go.
Well, not yet. They have to hold you until the sentencing for the assault charge.
But you said no contest was the way to go.
It is. If you'd have pleaded non-guilty, we'd have to go to trial. You're gonna have to trust me. If everything that you've described is on the videotape, you're gonna do just fine.
Excuse me. Was that David Gregory?
And who are you?
Julia Waters, public defender.
Well, Miss Waters, I'm already representing Mr. Gregory.
So that was him.
Yeah. You know him?
Yes.
That's sweet. Oh, yeah. I'm sure he would just love to catch up. But he is predisposed at the moment, as am I.
What you in here for?
Got arrested.
Nah. What you do, some white-collar crime?
I assaulted a police officer.
You?
I was drunk at the time.
I bet you really roughed him up, didn't you? I'll make sure to watch my back around here with you in here.
How you holding up?
I'm alive.
Well, that's half the battle. Am I right?
Right. So my attorney got a hold of you?
Yes. And don't worry, we got the money situation all taken care of.
Good.
I am curious, though. When is your next arraignment?
They said a couple days max.
Okay, cool. Cool.
You haven't told anyone else yet, right?
No, just your mother.
Brandon, now, why would you think that was a good idea?
I gotcha.
All right, that was low.
That was for the daddy issues comment the other day.
Okay, touche.
But in all seriousness, no, I haven't told anybody. In fact, I also looked into this situation. It shouldn't affect your medical license any, so we're okay.
Well, the medical license is gonna do me any good if I'm sitting here doing time.
Fair point. You know, try not to worry about that right now. All you have is today, right? That is what you say, isn't it?
Not exactly, but close enough.
So, I'm curious. What's it like being sober?
Dude, it sucks. I mean, forced sobriety is no way to go.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, you know what? Do you a favor. How about I drink enough for the two of us until you get out? Sound good?
Gee, thanks, man.
Mr. Gregory, you have another visitor.
I thought you said you didn't tell anybody else.
I didn't. I swear.
Okay, bye.
Hello, David.
Julia, what a nice surprise.
Is it?
Well, a surprise to be sure.
How have you been?
As you can probably tell, I've been better.
I know. I was sorry to hear about your wife.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry for not telling you that sooner.
There's no need to apologize.
No. I believe I do. I didn't come to the funeral because of our history. And I didn't think you want to deal with that in the middle of everything else. But I can see now you probably could have used a friend.
I'm fine.
Have a seat.
Do I have a choice?
Of course. I'm not mad at you.
Why are you here?
I need your help.
Sorry, but given the circumstances, I can't help but see the irony in that statement.
I have a client who's been charged with murdering his wife over what we believe was a custody dispute.
Okay.
He's been on suicide watch for 2 months. We've gone through 4 separate therapists with no progress.
And you want me to talk to him?
Yeah.
Once again, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm in no condition to help anybody right now.
I fixed that.
What do you mean?
I reviewed the police camera footage and I've spoken with the judge. They're gonna drop the charge.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You made a deal, didn't you?
David, I need you.
You've been through 4 other therapists, and they couldn't get through to him. Why do you think I'm gonna be any different?
Because I watched you save my brother when he was suicidal.
That wasn't...
Anything short of a miracle. You were the only one who could get through to him.
Julia, I'm not that same David you used to know. He died with Hannah. What's left of him is all that's left of her.
And this new David doesn't help people anymore.
Not very good at it.
I'm willing to take my chances.
Still always getting your way. Okay. What's this guy's name?
Wyatt Newman. Hands up against the wall. Stop. Have a seat. If you need anything, I'll be right outside that door.
Thanks. Wyatt, my name is David Gregory. I'm a psychologist. I've been asked to speak with you. Are you okay with that? Look, I'm here to help. And I know you've been hearing that a lot lately, and I wouldn't blame you for not believing it. But the thing is, I got this file folder here full of a bunch of legal jargon that quite honestly doesn't make a whole lot of sense to a guy like me. You see, I don't believe in the labels that people put on others. I want to know who you are, who you really are. So I might help the powers that be do what's best for you. You think you can help me with that? I respect your silence. Truly, I do. But do you think that you could listen to me for a minute and I promise I'll let you go? They say you're trying to hurt yourself. Maybe even kill yourself. And quite honestly, I get it. They say you killed your wife. They drug you in here, locked you in a cell by yourself. I'd probably want to do the same thing if I were in your shoes. But if I were, I would want someone to come tell me what I'm about to tell you. That all life is precious, including yours. And that today's sorrows are just memories that inspire brighter tomorrows.
What did you say?
I'm sorry, that last part?
Nothing, never mind. Just get out. Just go.
Are you sure?
Just go!
All right.
He spoke to you?
Yeah, but only what I just told you.
No, David. I don't think you understand. He hasn't spoken a single word to anyone else the entire time he's been here. Not one word.
Okay, I can see how that's some sort of a breakthrough.
It's huge. Can you come back sometime this week?
Oh, Julia, I don't know.
Come on, David. This is so important.
If I get one word out of this guy per visit, we could be here for years.
Then just look at it as an easy paycheck. You need new clients anyway.
How do you know that?
I called your office.
Brandon.
So...
Okay. You win. What day?
Whatever works best for you.
I'll, check my calendar and give you a call.
Sounds good. Where did you get that quote? The one you told him?
Oh, I just, heard it somewhere. It's open.
There he is.
What's up, man?
Welcome home, dude.
Thanks.
Brought you a housewarming present.
Beat you to it.
Oh, well, then in that case, I brought reinforcements.
My man.
Yeah. All right, man. So, tell me about this job that got you sprung from the big house.
Man, there's really not much to say. I mean, the guy barely spoke.
Okay, well, who is he?
Some guy accused of killing his wife, apparently.
Hold up, you're not talking about Wyatt Newman, are you?
How do you know his name?
Buddy, he's been all over the news.
He has?
Mm-hmm. I swear you've been living under a rock. Tell me, what's he like?
Dude, why are you acting like this?
Like what?
Like I just had dinner with Ted Bundy or something.
I don't know, man. I think it's kind of cool, you know? You get to hang out and talk to a murderer.
Alleged murderer.
Come on, we all know he did it.
You know, I don't really know what the big deal is. I mean, not that killing your wife isn't a big deal, but scores of people are murdered every day. So what's the big deal about Wyatt Newman and his story?
Wait, for real? Like, you really don't know? Oh, because of who he is as a person, man. Think about, look, he's the kind of guy who would run into a burning building to save an entire family. Just to turn around and murder his wife? Like, come on, man, that's incredible.
So he's a firefighter.
This is the best part. Not just a firefighter, an EMT.
Oh, EMT.
You okay, man? You're not having a panic attack, are you? You all right?
No, I'm good, man. I think I just need to go to bed. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll see myself out.
You can take the bottle if you want.
Honestly, dude, I think you need it more than I do. Just get some sleep, okay?
Yeah, man.
Whoa. See you in the morning.
Yeah. Right about this. There's no way.
Listen, man, you're going to get through this, I promise. My grandmother used to say that today's sorrows are just the memories that inspire brighter tomorrows.
David?
Bishop Myers, what are you doing here?
I need a new raincoat.
Right, it is a grocery store. Sorry, it's like the universe is playing some sort of sick joke on me right now.
And I'm a part of that joke?
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's great to see you.
It's good to see you too. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
How have you been?
Well, you know, busy as always.
Yeah? Too busy to catch a cup of coffee sometime?
No, probably not.
Good. When are you free?
Tell you what, why don't you call my office and schedule with my secretary?
Ooh. No, that sounds good. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, see you.
Yeah, see ya. What is going on?
Well, there you are. I've been trying to call you all weekend.
Yeah, Mom, sorry, I was out of town.
You never told me you was going out of town.
It's a last-minute decision.
Well, you sort of called me. You had me worried to death.
I got your groceries.
Well, I needed them like yesterday.
So, you don't need them now?
Well, of course I need them today. But I hardly had anything to eat yesterday. I just ate peanut butter sandwiches all day.
Well, should be good for the rest of the week now.
Now, don't put the hamburger in the freezer. Just put it in the fridge, and I'll cut it up later.
All right.
Oh, hey, there was a huge accident on I-270 this morning.
Yeah?
Apparently, 3 people died. I tried to see if I recognized any of the cars. I think one of them might have been a silver Honda. You know anyone who drives a silver Honda?
Yeah, about 10, actually.
Well, then you better call them and make sure they're safe.
Mom, I think if something would happen to somebody, they would have called me by now.
Not if they're dead, they wouldn't. Oh, have you been following the governor's race?
No, not really.
They're running attack ads against Governor Shaw.
Exactly why I don't watch TV.
They're saying he's too soft on crime.
Yeah, Mom, I'm not really, too interested in the election.
Well, aren't you going to vote?
Yeah, of course.
Then how are you going to decide who you're going to vote for?
I'll do what I always do. RD, RDR, all the way down the line, and that way all my votes balance out.
That's no way to vote.
It's always worked for me. Anything else before I go, Mom?
Aren't you gonna stay and talk?
I still got a lot of patients I gotta see.
Of course, they're more important than me.
July 1st, 2006. Drunk driver collides with our car. My wife had several severe internal injuries, went into cardiac arrest. The medic worked on her for 10 minutes. Trying to revive her. But she died at the scene. That was a complete, total, utter mess. But what the medic told me gave me the strength to get up off that pavement and take my first step. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you. I did some research. You've saved 12 lives in the past 10 years.
You stop it.
Okay. What would you rather talk about?
Nothing. Just leave me in peace.
To die?
Yeah.
No. No, I'm not gonna do that. You know why? Because you fought to save my wife.
Yeah. And then I killed mine.
So they say.
So I say.
And you think that just erases all the good that you've done?
I think it damns me to hell.
Maybe so. That's more God's territory, don't you think? I mean, why, what happened?
I'm not doing this.
It's okay.
It's not okay! Don't you understand? I don't want to go back there. It was bad enough living through it once.
We're good. Okay, Wyatt. I'm not gonna make you say anything you don't want to say. But is there anything that you want to tell me?
I want to die.
Are you serious?
I know, it's unbelievable.
David, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have never put you in that sort of position.
Julie, it's okay, really.
You should have told me.
I just did.
No, before going back in.
But what's it matter? It got him talking more.
Yeah, and he seems more determined to kill himself.
Well, in therapy, things oftentimes get worse before they get better.
Look, I'm glad you got him to open up. It's just, I don't know if there's some sort of ethical line we're crossing here.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I really do, but I think our connection is what's really going to make this thing work.
You really think he's gonna open up to you more?
I can't say for sure, but it's the best shot we got right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, there he is. Where you been all morning?
I just had some errands to run. Why?
I was just making sure that you didn't get arrested again.
Brandon.
What? Oh, she's in the restroom. You can't hear anything.
Hey, you know these walls have ears.
Brother, can you imagine if they did, though? Ugh. Definitely something you don't want to tell your clients.
Let's just not talk about that here, okay?
What? Fine.
What you got?
Some good news and some bad news.
You know how it is. Hit me with the bad news first.
Just some insurance denials.
Of course.
Yeah. You want to go through a collection agency, or?
No, I'll just set them there. I'll get to them.
All right. Enjoy.
Yeah. Waiting on the good news.
We got a couple of new clients this morning.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
Yeah. I'm thinking that internet ad we put out there is treating us well.
Yeah, probably so. They're calling your part.
Anyways, I took one of them and I put the other one on your roster if you're okay with that.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah. Anyways, we should... Huh, guess who's here?
The new client's here now?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and send her in.
Okay.
Dr. Gregory?
Yes, come on in. And I am so sorry. They did not give me your name beforehand.
It's okay. Shannon Moss.
Hi, Miss Moss. May I call you Shannon?
Sure, that's fine.
Go in and have a seat. So, what brings you in today, Shannon?
My sister was murdered.
Oh, I'm so sorry. When did that happen?
9 weeks ago.
How are you doing?
Here, right?
Of course.
I just figured I could use some help sorting through this because I need to be there for my nephew.
Your sister's child?
Yes. Caden. He's 3.
And does he know anything about what happened, or?
He misses his parents. But I don't know how to explain any of this to him.
Well, we can figure out how to do that together. Shannon, if you don't mind me asking, what happened?
My sister was divorcing her husband, and they were in disagreement about the custody of Caden. He came over to the house one day and they argued. He threw her down the stairs. She broke her neck. They said she didn't suffer, that she passed away instantly. I hope that's right.
What was your sister's name?
Robin Newman.
Mr. Myers, David? Could really go for that coffee right now.
So, how's the joke unfolding?
Well, I haven't made it to the punchline yet, but does God have a sense of humor?
Well, we are all created in his image, so I imagine you could say that we got our sense of humor from God.
He's been having a lot of fun with me the last 5 days.
How so?
Well, got arrested on Friday for drunk driving. Yeah, I know I probably should have started this whole thing with, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Yeah, wrong denomination. But I catch your drift.
Anyway, I saw my ex-girlfriend at the arraignment. She's an attorney, and she asked me to talk to this guy she's been defending. Killed his wife. He's trying to commit suicide ever since they brought him in, and, well, as it turns out, he's the EMT that tried to save Hannah's life.
Yeah. Okay, that's a lot.
Trying to help him just hasn't been going so well.
Well, that's quite the situation.
Doesn't end there.
Of course it doesn't.
The victim's sister comes into my office today asking for therapy.
Shut up.
Yeah. It's like everyone's being drawn toward me by gravity. And then I see you at the grocery store.
Sounds to me like divine providence.
Divine pain in my neck.
David, that's not what's bothering you. I mean, this is your work, your calling. You help people.
Then what is it?
This man. What's his name?
Wyatt.
Okay, when you first saw Wyatt, what did you think?
He was so helpless. I felt real sorry for him.
But that's not the first time you met him, was it?
No.
What did you think then?
He was a hero.
Well, now that you've spoken to the victim's sister, what do you think of him now?
He's a monster. Committed a terrible crime.
You gotta decide who he's gonna be. The hero or the monster?
Can he be both?
I don't know. Can he?
I really need you to answer that one for me.
You know, David, deep inside of us, all of us, there is the good and the bad version of ourselves struggling to get out. And at any given moment, one's got to lose for the other to win. It's a battle that we are destined to fight till the day we die.
Okay, so what can I do with that?
I guess you have to decide who you want to see. Wyatt the hero or Wyatt the monster?
I want to see the hero, but the monster keeps getting in the way.
Then there's only one thing you can do. You have to forgive the monster.
But if I forgive him, then I have to forgive...
Yeah, I know. Look, David, it's an emotional roller coaster. But like a chain reaction. And once you get started, it could be quite invigorating. Brother, nobody can force you to hold all this hatred in your heart anymore. Not even for the man that killed Hannah.
Dr. Gregory.
Ethan. Anybody else shown up?
Oh, I don't know. I've been here for about 10 minutes or so, and so far it's just me.
Well, guess our last meeting didn't go over so well, huh?
I mean, I'm here.
You know what they say? Call the cows to the fence, only one cow shows up. Still feed that cow. You wanna grab some coffee?
Yeah, sure. So, what got you started in psychology? What?
If I answer that, you might not ever see another therapist.
Oh, okay, don't tell me. You had so much therapy as a kid that it just seemed like a natural step.
You're good, but it was college for me. My parents weren't really the therapy type.
You're really good at it.
You say so.
You know, I'm actually glad that nobody else showed up tonight. Well, I just don't think I could handle that kind of negativity.
Why did you come back?
To thank you.
Thank me? What for?
For what you said about forgiveness. It was life-changing.
Apparently not for the rest of the group, huh?
Everyone has to find their own way.
Ethan, if you don't mind, can I ask you something? Are you really considering forgiving the person that killed your daughter?
I already have. Right here. I just haven't told him yet. I'm still working on forgiving my ex, though. You would think that would be easy, but for some reason it's not. I'll get there, though.
It's overwhelmingly gracious.
It's like you said. I feel so liberated.
It's just,
What?
I just don't understand how I was able to inspire somebody to do something that I can't even do.
Look, I get it. I like to think that I'm a decent father to my kids. I didn't have a dad growing up. Not a good one, anyway. So I kind of wondered the same thing, you know? Like, how can you give what you haven't been given? Right? It's like getting something from nothing. Or, I don't know. It's not very scientific, is it?
You know, you make a great therapist.
Thank you.
Just can't get this dream out of my mind. It's like it really happened.
Did you tell your husband about this dream?
Oh, no. I don't want to upset him.
Would he really be threatened by an entity that's only existing in your mind?
Are you kidding me? You should see how angry he gets sometimes when he plays Dungeons and Dragons.
Hey, sorry to bother. I just got a phone call from Julia. You might want to come take this.
Okay. Would you please excuse me?
Sure.
For a moment? Thanks. What's going on?
Wyatt pled guilty to the judge.
How's that possible? It hasn't even gone to trial yet.
There's not going to be a trial. He admitted to first-degree murder and is asking for the death penalty.
So he killed his wife on purpose?
Of course he didn't. It was an accident. An unfortunate act committed in a moment of rage. Because all of the evidence points to that. We have been working on this defense for over 2 months, but we just needed him to corroborate our findings.
So why did he admit to doing it on purpose?
He obviously feels awful about what he did. And he can't live with himself anymore. He's trying to commit suicide by execution.
Is that really a thing?
10% of all death row inmates volunteer to be executed.
I need to talk to him.
I know you want to help, but he set things in motion that you're never going to be able to undo.
So you're just giving up?
Of course not. Of course not. I'll do what I can from my end, but if he gets the death penalty and then waives his right to an appeal, my hands are tied.
I'm sorry for messing this whole thing up.
David, this wasn't your fault. David?
I can't control the wind, but I can control my sail.
Hey, did you find the corn chips?
Yep.
Were they the off-brand?
Of course.
Because I don't like paying $2 extra just because of some ridiculous logo.
Yeah, I know, Mom.
Oh, there she is again. She's been on TV all day ranting and raving about...
Hold on, Mom. I want to hear this.
Well, that's because nobody's taking his mental health into account. Savannah has been petitioning the governor's office to pardon death row inmate Wyatt Newman, scheduled for execution next month. Have you considered how the victim's family feels about your efforts?
I can't even begin to imagine what they've lived through, but what I do know from speaking to others is that an execution is not going to bring the type of peace that they're looking for. This whole situation's already so tragic, and I'm just trying to prevent another tragedy.
It's ridiculous. That man should fight for what he did.
You really think so?
You don't?
I don't know. I wasn't there when the crime was committed.
Well, there was enough evidence to convict him. What more do you need?
He didn't get convicted. He confessed when he was under duress, for that matter.
Well, if he confessed, then?
You don't even know the guy.
Well, neither do you.
What am I doing? Mom, I gotta go.
Already?
Yeah, I got somewhere I gotta be.
Well, where?
Anywhere but here.
Hey, man. Mail's in.
Thanks.
No problem. Hey, you know, we missed you at the party.
Sorry, man, I was busy.
Busy doing what?
Staying sober.
Man, you're really taking the sobriety thing seriously, huh?
You're unbelievable.
What?
What kind of therapist downplays sobriety?
What? I mean, it's not like I'm your therapist.
Yeah, you're my enabler.
Unbelievable.
Hey, Wyatt.
Thanks for coming.
No problem, man. How you been?
Okay.
To be honest, when I got your letter, couldn't believe it was you. There was so many words.
Yeah.
I appreciate what you wrote, man. But, you don't need to apologize. Her injuries were too severe. No one could have saved her.
I'm still sorry, man. And I'm sorry about the way I reacted when you brought it up. I was, in a bad headspace back then.
And now?
It's all good.
Even though,
Trust me, it's all good.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why this way? Why like this?
Because I want peace. This is the only way I'm gonna get it.
But they say you didn't even do it on purpose.
Doesn't matter. She's dead because of me.
You know, there's still time. I can try and help you any way that I can.
I don't want any help.
Then why'd you call me in here?
I need a favor.
What kind of favor?
After I'm gone, I was wondering if you would look after my son, Caden.
I don't understand. Look after him how?
Check in on him. Make sure he's okay.
I mean, legally, that can get complicated.
Oh, you're intelligent. You'll figure out something.
What? Why me?
Because you're a good man.
Why? You've only seen me at my best. The rest of me is all damaged goods.
Who isn't? Please, David. You're all I've got.
Okay. I'll do what I can.
Okay, just be careful when you're going down there. Don't let them give you any trouble. If they do, you give them my name. David.
Hey, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Not at all. Come in.
Dr. Gregory,
Hey, Savannah.
we meet again?
Yeah.
I'm still really sorry about the whole support group thing.
Oh, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
All right, well, I will leave you two alone.
Don't leave on my account.
No, I've got a lot to do today, but it was good to see you again.
Yeah, same here. So, you're behind all that.
No. She just showed up one day and started plugging away. That girl is a force of nature.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, what's up?
Well, I just spoke with Wyatt.
Really?
Yeah, he wrote me and asked me to come visit.
How'd it go?
He talked, but his resolve hasn't wavered.
What'd you talk about?
You know, just life. Got a lot off his chest.
I see.
So, do you think what Savannah's doing is really gonna work?
It's a long shot. The governor only got reelected by a narrow margin by committing to being tougher on crime.
Got it.
But it's not over till it's over.
If she succeeds, I'm actually really worried about him. Like, it's all he wants.
It's all he thinks he wants right now.
Probably just trying to commit suicide again.
I know. But we don't have the right to make that decision for him.
Be a lot of people disagree with you on that.
And there's plenty who don't. Are you okay?
Yeah, why?
It's just all of this didn't happen at a very good time for you.
You know, the strange thing is, couldn't happen at a better time. It's always good to see you, Julia.
Same here.
Actually, you know, when we broke up, I said a lot of nasty things to you.
I think we both did.
I just want you to know that I'm sorry.
Me too.
What are you doing?
I found an office in Westerville.
You're leaving?
Yeah. What's it to you?
What do you mean, what's it to me? You're my partner.
Partner? Don't you mean enabler?
Brandon, come on. You know I was having a bad day when I said that.
No, man. That wasn't a bad day. That was the tip of the iceberg.
What are you talking about?
You mean, what am I talking about? I mean, we never hang out anymore. I mean, you're so obsessed with this sobriety thing that you're giving up practically everything. I mean, all you ever do is talk about that murderer.
Murderer? He's my patient.
Yeah, for now.
Dude, what's gotten into you?
That, right there, that. This is what's wrong.
What?
This version of you. Are you serious? You're pretentious, condescending, and quite honestly, a bore to be around.
Look, I've been trying to recover for 3 years now, and I'm just starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, some things had to change. A lot of things had to change. But that doesn't mean that you and I gotta call it quits.
Look, I'm happy for you. Truly, I am. It's just never in a million years did I ever expect us to not have anything in common.
Brandon, nothing in common. We have years of history.
Yeah, and you know what? That's exactly what that is, too. History.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, man.
Me too.
July 10th.
Yeah, it's not too far off.
No. They asked me if I wanted to be present.
Do you?
I don't think I could watch that. The image of her still plays in my mind, and what he did. It's bad enough.
You don't have to go if you don't want to. But Shannon, how are you feeling about this?
The execution.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to it being over with. I know it's not gonna bring her back. But he deserves to die for what he did. Do you think that makes me a bad person?
No, I think that makes you human. How's Caden doing?
Caden, Cal, I finally Worked up the nerve to take him to daycare. But when I got home, this overwhelming sense that I might never see him again just overcame me. So I went back and picked him up.
What did you think was going to happen to him?
I don't know. Kidnapped? Murdered? Like any horrible thing that you could think of. It happened to Robin, so why couldn't it happen to him?
What you're feeling is totally normal. You guys have experienced something unimaginable. And once you know something like that is possible, it's easy to pass that fear onto others.
So how do I overcome that?
Just by taking your time. Maybe, letting Caden spend some time with someone you trust, just for a little bit, and then the next time a little bit longer. I think by reuniting him with others might make it easier for you to accept that that's what to expect when he is away from you. And with all that being said, Shannon, can I ask you something?
Sure.
How would you feel if I helped you out with Caden?
You mean like give him therapy?
No, not necessarily therapy. I was thinking more like mentoring him, or maybe even being that father figure in his life.
So more like those Big Brother programs?
Yeah, a lot like one of those Big Brother programs.
I couldn't ask you to do that.
You're not asking, I'm offering.
With your schedule and all?
Trust me, I don't live in this office. I do have a personal life, though it's a little uneventful nowadays. But I have plenty of time to carve out for a little boy who's been dealt a pretty bad hand so far.
Wow. That that would be wonderful, Dr. Gregory.
So long, buddy. Julia, what's up? What?
And just 5 minutes before his execution was to be carried out, Governor Shaw issued a stay. At this time, it's not clear if this is just a temporary action or if the governor intends to permanently stay his sentence. We're here with Savannah Peters, who actively petitioned the governor's office on Newman's behalf. Savannah, how do you feel about the governor's decision?
Today is a very happy day for all of us who worked so hard to keep Mr. Newman alive.
Why was this so important to you?
Well, I study criminology, and while I respect our justice system, I've learned a lot about death row inmates who were falsely accused and eventually exonerated. And to say with 100% certainty that somebody deserves to die feels fallacious and quite honestly irresponsible.
Even if they admit to the murder, as was the case with Wyatt Newman?
I've said it before and I'll say it again, Mr. Newman was not in the right state of mind when he made that plea, which is, I believe, why the governor acted on our petition.
Hi, I'm calling to arrange a visit with Wyatt Newman. Oh yeah, this is David Gregory. I'm the psychologist that's been working with him. Why not? Well, if he's on suicide watch, he needs me now more than ever. I mean, that's why you guys hired me in the first place. Counselors? What counselors? What? Now, why would that be confidential? Look, I'm a practitioner. I've probably even worked with them before. Okay, I'm gonna need to speak with your supervisor, please.
Dr. Gregory?
Yeah, that's me.
I'm Brian Hope, Chief Warden.
Hey, Warden, nice to meet you. Thanks for
sir.
seeing me.
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to let you in to see Wyatt Newman.
Did the guy on the phone tell you that I'm a psychologist?
Yeah, I know all about that. Quite frankly, I don't really have an issue with you wanting to see him.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused. I don't see what the problem is.
He doesn't want to see you.
Oh, okay. Did he say why?
Well, he blames you for the governor's stay of execution.
He blames me? That's ridiculous. I had nothing to do with it.
I'm just a messenger.
Well, can you tell him that I had nothing to do with it?
Yeah, I can tell him. Whether he believes it or not, that's a horse of a different color.
Yeah, I understand that. Thanks, Warden.
No problem.
What am I doing?
All right, let's get a listen to your lungs. Deep breath.
Whoa, what's wrong?
This is my son, David.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just put the groceries away.
One more. Okay. Good.
A hospice?
Oh, keep your voice down. I don't want the neighbors to hear.
Why didn't you tell me?
When would I have time to tell you? You're always breezing in and out all the time.
Well, if you'd have said something, I would have stayed.
Oh, I see. You make time for me if I'm on the brink of death.
Mom, can we have a civilized conversation for once?
Oh, stop being so dramatic.
How long?
They can't say. It's very aggressive.
Mom, I'm sorry.
Well, it is what it is, but look at the bright side. You won't have to take care of me much longer.
Mom, that's not the bright side.
Oh, I'm sure you got better things to do than to look after me.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Or that I made you feel that way.
Oh, I see they pardoned your murderer.
It wasn't a pardon, and what do you mean, my murderer?
Oh, it's obvious you had a soft spot for him. Heaven knows why.
Mom, you do know that He's the paramedic that tried to save Hannah's life, right?
Ah, that explains it.
Explains what?
That's probably the reason she didn't make it.
I gotta go.
Oh, of course you do.
I'll be back this weekend.
If I'm still here.
This joke's getting crazier every day.
Sounds like it.
Why is all this happening to me?
You wanted change in your life, didn't you?
Yeah, like the drinking and wallowing in my own self-pity, lifestyle things.
Well, change could be like a wildfire. You never know what direction it's going to take or how much it's going to just burn up things in its path.
You saying I caused all this?
Don't tube me, dude. Not necessarily. But these things that you've told me about, are they all bad?
I mean, I can see the positives in some of it, but it's not making it any easier.
Kind of like a tonsillectomy. I mean, if you have to have it done, it's a good procedure. But the after effects can be pretty painful.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I just wish Wyatt would agree to see me.
Now, he may. One day. But that's between him and God.
I just want to help him,
Yeah, I get it. But you have helped him. You may not see it. You may not ever see it. But sometimes we're placed in people's lives to plant seeds that others have the blessing of watching grow. But it sounds to me like you still got some seed planting to do, brother.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm normally right.
Caden. This is Mr. David.
Hi, Caden.
You say hi.
Heard a lot about you from your Auntie Shay. You know what she says? She says that you really like cars. Yeah? But do you have this one?
Oh, what do you say?
No problem, buddy. You want to show me the rest of your cars? All right, let's go. You want to go again? Want to do it again? Okay. Ready? You crashed. All right, ready? One. Kaboom! What else you got in that book bag? I need some more firepower. Going up underneath there.
some snacks for you guys today.
Didn't have to do that.
Trust me, you're gonna need those today.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
What's with the bag?
Just bring in a few things.
Few things? So getting ready to go camp in the forest.
Hey. Can't leave without a kiss for Aunt Shay.
Aunt Shay.
Come on. Thank you. Have fun.
Well. You're awfully quiet today.
It's not much to talk about.
I heard you got in some trouble at school. What's that all about?
Some kid was messing with me, and so I hit him.
You hit him?
Yeah.
Must have been pretty serious, could it rise out of you like that?
Look, man, you don't gotta beat around the bush, okay? I know you and Aunt Shay already talked about it.
You're right. It's just in my line of work, I know that my patients come to me first about their feelings.
I'm not one of your patients, David.
You're right, I'm sorry. So, heard about your dad.
Yep.
Sorry I had to find out that way.
No, you knew all of these years. You didn't say anything.
Caden, buddy, it wasn't my place to tell you.
No, but I mean, you could have at least convinced Aunt Shay to tell me.
She was trying to protect you as best she can.
Yeah, and she messed that one up, didn't she?
I'm sure if she knew one of your classmates was going to say something, she would have said something a long time ago.
Whatever, man. You know, I used to sit there, and I'd imagine what my mom and my dad were like before they died. I mean, Aunt Shay, she used to tell me stories, but it was all just a lie.
Caden, what do you mean before they died?
They executed him.
Oh, wow. Caden, your dad's still alive.
Still alive?
Yeah, they stayed his execution and he's serving a life sentence.
Why would they do that?
Buddy, that's complicated.
David, don't do this to me.
I'm not trying to hold back. It's just...
David, please.
Okay. What I'm about to tell you, you take however you want. They don't think your dad killed your mom on purpose.
No, the article said that he went in there and, you know, he walked up and...
The papers write what people want to hear, bud. Your dad did something terrible in a fit of rage. And once he realized what he did, he felt terrible. And he just wanted to die. That's why he confessed to first-degree murder.
You knew him, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I knew him.
Were you his friend, or?
Yeah. Yeah, I was his friend.
You still his friend?
I haven't talked to him in many years.
It's not what I asked, David. Are you still his friend?
I still care about him. That's what you're asking.
Why?
Caden, do you remember that story I told you about my wife
Yeah.
and her accident?
Yeah.
Well, your dad was the paramedic that tried to save her.
What?
Are you gonna be okay that I still care about your dad?
Yeah. Yeah, whatever, man.
He's only been here 3 days, and he's already tried to kill himself twice.
Who's he had contact with?
Just the guards. And the public defender came in once.
Are the chains really necessary?
You'll be surprised how creative they get when they're suicidal. I can come in with you if you want.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
Who are you?
Hi, Matthew. My name's Ethan.
What are you, a shrink or something?
Something like that. Look, I just came in to check in on you. See how you're doing.
Bro, I'm saying, how you think I'm doing?
Yeah, I can see that. That's not why I came here. I came in to check and see how you're doing. How you're really doing.
How do you think?
It doesn't matter what I think.
Nothing matters.
Why do you say that?
They don't want me loose on the outside. They don't like me in here. I'm just a problem that they pay for. I don't need to be here anymore.
Is that why you're trying to kill yourself?
Exactly.
And you think that's gonna solve everything?
No. I know it will.
Well, you tried.
Oh, I'm not done yet. There's someone else I'd like to bring in if that's okay.
Who?
Someone I know who can get through to him.
Hello? Hey, man. It's great to hear your voice. How you been? Wait, slow down. What?
It started with drinking. Binge drinking. And then weed. Cocaine. And heroin.
Man, I'm so sorry.
No, I should have listened to you.
It didn't matter what I said. This was always your journey, you know?
Well, you were right about one thing.
What's that?
My father issues. It had been coming up a lot in my sessions. It's what I've been trying to numb all these years.
And I'm such a jerk.
No, hey, look, man, we're good, you know? Besides, if anything, I should be the one who's apologizing to you.
What for?
For being a crappy friend.
Brandon, come on, man. You don't gotta...
No, look, you don't need to make excuses for me. You know I'm right.
Well, I've forgiven worse.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. Hey, How's he doing, by the way? The guy that murdered his wife.
Oh. You know, I don't know. We haven't spoken in years.
First John chapter 4 says that God is love. That means everything we experience related to love is related to God. When I first read that, it blew my mind. It's like whenever I'm feeling love for someone, however I'm feeling it, it's the breath of God in me reaching out to the breath of God in someone else. And that's why it's important not to hate anyone, including ourselves. I know that's something that we all struggle with in here. We know what we did that put us in prison, and it haunts us. When we reach the point when we feel remorse for what we did, it's easy to hate ourselves because we don't feel worthy of love anymore. But God doesn't just want us to rot in here. He wants to redeem us, to bring us back to Him. But in order to do that, we have to acknowledge the breath of God that dwells within us and embrace it. We cannot hate ourselves and love God.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I stole most of it from you.
Still, hearing it in your own words, man. You've come a long way.
Wasn't expecting you this week.
I had something come up and I had to cancel my trip. I need your help with something.
With what?
Who are you?
My name's Wyatt Newman.
Great. And who are you supposed to be?
Just someone like you.
Sure, someone like me. And who have you murdered?
My wife.
What's this?
Vindication.
Nicholas Gibbs?
Wyatt Newman.
You're not serious.
The parole board agreed to review his case.
Under what pretext?
That the charge has been dropped to second-degree murder and he's already served 15 years.
That's a minimum sentence.
And he's done considerable work helping to rehabilitate his fellow inmates.
That's all well and good, but there's no chance they're ever going to release him.
There's always a chance.
Savannah, you have worked relentlessly on this. But the moment they open it up for victim input, Miss Moss is going to show up and cry in front of those board members, and that'll be the end of it.
Look, I have to try.
Of course you do. Just don't get your hopes up.
What do we have if we don't have hope?
Let me know if you need any help.
I will, thanks.
Hey, Shannon, what's up?
I just got a letter saying they're considering Wyatt for parole.
What?
Saying that they want to let him out.
Okay, hold on. They're saying that they're considering it, right? That doesn't mean they're actually going to do it.
Oh, how can they even consider it?
I can't answer that.
What am I gonna do if he gets out?
Look, Shannon, why don't I come over a little bit later on and we can talk about this?
Okay. Oh, but don't come until after 5. Caden's going out with his friends tonight. I don't want him to know about this.
Hey there.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
Did you know Wyatt Newman by chance?
Name doesn't ring a bell.
He would have worked here about 15 years ago.
I think I was in high school back then.
Oh.
But I probably know someone who did.
Okay.
This is Sergeant Glenn.
Hello.
Hi.
Sarge, this young man's asking about someone who used to work here.
Who might that be?
Wyatt Newman?
Sorry, kid, I'm not gonna be able to help you.
Sir, please. Is there anyone I can talk to who might have known him?
Why do you want to know about him?
He's my dad.
Caden? Your dad used to bring you down here to play in the fire trucks.
I don't remember that.
You wouldn't. You were just a baby.
How long did you know him?
We worked together for 10 years. He was my best friend.
Still his friend?
Well, I haven't seen him since he was arrested. What he did to your mother was...
Unforgivable?
Yeah.
That's what I keep hearing. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it scares me.
What do you mean?
The other day at school, some kid said something and it set me off, so I punched him. But later I got to thinking, what if it had happened at the top of the stairs? No, I would have killed him.
But you didn't.
Yeah, but I mean, one small detail, one small change, and the outcome could have been 1,000,000 times worse. And it's just like, you know, I wouldn't want to be remembered for the one mistake that I make, especially for the rest of my life. But that's what would happen, wouldn't it?
It's amazing how much you just sounded like him in that moment.
I wouldn't know. I mean, everything I know about him, I've read online or my aunts told me.
Is that why you're here?
I gotta know who he was before it all happened.
Your dad was a lot of fun. He always had us in stitches, telling jokes, doing impersonations. And he made a phenomenal pot of cowboy beans. And he was kind and generous. He'd give you the shirt off of his back. Your dad was a paramedic, you know. He saved a lot of lives. So many lives. But he also lost a lot. I don't think he ever got over that. Your dad had a big heart.
How does someone like that become a murderer?
I guess he couldn't stand the thought of losing you.
What do you mean?
Right now, they're just reviewing the case to see if it warrants pursuing. Hey, but don't worry. They'll let you speak to the board before they make a decision.
This is probably all that girl's fault.
Savannah?
She has not let up since getting his execution overturned.
How do you know?
I just know. This is never gonna end, is it?
Losing someone you love is a life sentence.
And being left to deal with the one who took them from you is just...
I know.
Caden, what are you doing home?
You never told me about Mom.
What do you mean? I talk to you about your mother all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, and you just conveniently leave out the part where she was having an affair on Dad and planning to run off with me to Arizona?
Who told you that?
That doesn't matter.
Well, whoever told you that was lying.
I don't believe you.
Well, you should.
Caden, why don't you sit down?
Stay out of this, David!
Don't talk to him like that.
I am not stupid, Shay. Okay? I'll just go online. All right? I'll find her lover and I'll just ask him.
The affair doesn't matter. It's no excuse for what your father did to her.
I am not defending him. I'm just tired of only being given half of the truth.
So what good would it do, Caden? Airing out your mother's dirty laundry for what? Huh? You have enough to deal with because of your father.
You didn't do this for me. No, you were hiding what she did to just save face with everyone else.
I'm not going to stand here and take this abuse.
He didn't even mean to kill her.
Who is feeding you this nonsense?
David, tell her. Tell her what Dad said.
Caden, I don't think...
What about him?
Look, this obviously isn't a good time to be bringing this up.
Tell me!
Wyatt showed so much remorse after it happened that he tried to kill himself.
How would you know such a thing?
Because I was his counselor.
What? When?
Not long after he was arrested.
So you were counseling him at the same time?
I couldn't say anything. I was legally bound.
Get out.
Shay.
Get out of my house.
Shay.
Get out.
David! David, I didn't mean to throw you under the bus like that, man.
Caden, it's all good. I mean, it's bound to happen at some point. I want you to know that none of this is your fault. See you around.
Well, what else did he tell you?
Nothing.
Now who's lying?
You know, David's not the only one who knew Dad.
Boy, if you were here today, I know I'd get a mouthful. And I would have deserved it. But you were just looking out for me in your own sort of abrasive way, huh? I'm sorry I didn't see that when you were still here, Mom. I don't know what I was expecting. Never wanted to hurt anyone, but I guess there's just no avoiding it.
So it's all out there now, huh? Yeah. Everybody knows what everybody should know, huh?
Yeah, generally speaking.
Now, is that necessarily a bad thing?
In theory, no, but sure made a mess out of everything.
Well, you know, the Bible says that the truth will set you free. The problem with that is that freedom can sometimes be very messy. Kind of like when a baby is born.
Yeah.
It also says that who of you by worrying could add a single hour to his life? David, don't worry. You'll sort through this mess.
I don't know, there's so much hurt, so much anger. No matter who wins, somebody's gonna lose.
Well, no one ever wins when you choose hate instead of forgiveness.
Well, how do I get that across to them?
That's not your job.
Well, then how are they ever gonna learn?
They'll learn when they're ready to learn, brother. I mean, you can model it, but that's all you can do.
Leon, I want to go to the hearing.
Then you very well should go.
But I don't know who I'm going for.
Go for everyone. This is a time of strife. They're gonna need someone there to be the light, a beacon of peace.
Would you mind going with me?
No. I'd be honored.
Thank you. Hey, Brandon, what's up?
Hey, tell me you're sitting down.
Yeah, is everything okay?
So, you know how I've started taking patients again over the last couple of weeks, right? All right, well, you'll never guess who walked into my office.
Yeah, man, I couldn't guess. What? No way. But does she know that you and I...
No, don't worry.
Oh, dude, this is getting so weird.
Oh, tell me about it. No, I'm serious. I had to sit there and listen to her badmouth you for the last 15 minutes. I mean, it's ridiculous.
You know you really shouldn't be divulging information about your sessions with me, right?
But come on, we're both doctors. I mean, if anything, we're just consulting, right?
Yeah, but it's me.
Yeah, well, you should know that she's probably not going to make it to the hearing.
What?
Well, she knows that if she fights for her sister, she's probably not going to be able to keep Caden. And that's really all she has left, so.
Wow, that's actually really sad.
Sad? I thought you'd be happy to hear this.
In some ways, yeah, but I just feel really bad for it.
Oh. Yeah, well, I thought I'd at least let you know.
Yeah, thanks, man.
David?
Julia, sorry, I didn't mean to,
How have you been?
fine. It's just this case.
You heard about Wyatt?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta tell me, is this gonna work out for him?
I honestly can't say. If I had to put money on it, I'd say no. But I might miss out on my chance of winning millions.
I get that. How's he been?
You haven't kept in touch.
I've tried, but he won't see me.
Well, he's not the same man we knew back then.
What's changed?
This counselor. This guy comes from out of nowhere, and he gets through to him somehow. Got him to be honest about everything, which helped us get the charges reduced.
That's awesome, but who's the counselor?
I don't know his name, but he'll be at the hearing. Are you going?
Yeah, I'm going.
Then you'll get to meet him.
Great. Thanks. See you there.
Yeah.
Caden, we need to talk.
I don't have anything I want to say to you.
Well, I have something to say to you. If you'll just listen. I know you don't want me to go to the hearing, but you need to understand something. I grew up with your mother. We held hands as we walked to school together. She was my best friend. I know she wasn't perfect, but she was mine. My flesh and blood. And even though she's gone now, there are things in this world, Caden. There's unfinished business and loose ends that need to be addressed. And this hearing may be the last thing about her that I get to be a part of. I wanted your father to die for what he did. But when that didn't happen, I felt like it was a death sentence for me. The only thing that kept me going was you. Because you're part of her. Sweetheart, I never dreamed that after all this time, after what he did, that you would still care for him. But I understand now. You're a part of him too. I had no right to ask you to hate him. I have to go to this hearing. I don't know what I'm going to say, or if I'm going to say anything at all. have to go. But I also have to know that you're okay with it.
Go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Anna. Okay.
You all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. You know the joke I've been talking about?
Yeah?
Well, I just hit the punchline. Come on, buddy.
Hey, Dad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Cadence. It's okay, Dad. Can you ever forgive me? I forgive you, Dad. I really do.